name is Darlene Ellis. I'm with the Department of Human Rights and Minority Business Development. We're here at the Frank D. Reeves Center celebrating the Anti-Bigotry Conference and Human Rights Day program, an effort to celebrate the ethnic diversity of the District of Columbia. The Anti-Bigotry Conference is designed to promote understanding among the diverse publics of the district and to develop strategies to combat hate violence. Robert Weinberg, attorney for the Williams & Connolly law firm, discussed minorities and their interaction with the justice system.
With a one-year maximum. A 1.5-year maximum makes the crime a felony. Can occur, I'm sure, very much better than I can, what effect that will have at the police law enforcement stage. I assume felony arrests are probably handled in some ways differently than misdemeanor arrests. The police have greater resources in dealing with felonies than misdemeanors. Certainly at the court stage, a felony prosecution is much more serious. It must first be submitted to a grand jury, which sits as the conscience of the community historically, to determine whether that crime should be prosecuted as a hate crime.
Arlene Williams, Director of Communications for the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, discussed hate violence training for police departments provided by her organization.
One of our objectives is to impact upon crime and violence in urban communities and to serve as a forum from which the concerns of minority law enforcement executives can be expressed. To that end, we've been involved in a number of programs, particularly in recent years, on hate violence, domestic violence, and community-oriented policing. And all of those projects attempt to improve minority relations with the police departments around the country.
Mindy Daniels, Executive Vice President for the Gay and Lesbian Activists Alliance, discussed hate violence acts that have been committed against the gay and lesbian community.
Violence against our community is one of our major concerns. In that realm, we need to deal with the police, we need to deal with the U.S. Attorney's Office, and those are oftentimes stumbling blocks. We have a very good relationship with the police force, and they have been very open to us. We do participate in their training sessions, and one plug I'd like to give the police force is that they're having to turn out many more police these days more quickly. And yet, when they cut back on so many different programs that they weren't going to put the police through anymore because they need to get them out on the street, they did not cut back on the sensitivity training.
Marshall Wong, Special Assistant to the Mayor for Pacific Islander Affairs, discussed hate violence crimes and the problems that the Asian population has assimilating into the community.
And over the last 2 years, my office has received copies of anti-Asian literature that have been distributed to local businesses in this very neighborhood and throughout public transportation here in the district.
Another part of the Anti-Bigotry Conference consisted of a tour of stereotypical black memorabilia. Speakers included Jeanette Carson, editor and publisher of Black Ethnic Collectibles magazine, and Edward McIntosh, president of the National Black Memorabilia Collectors Association. Steve Lewis, curator of the Lewis and Blaylock collection, explained some items from his exhibit.
Wind-up toys were very, very popular, especially coming out of the country, coming out of Germany. And this is just one of the many wind-up toys. This wind-up toy was a toy that was made in Japan, but made for American companies. These things were not made by the Japanese for sale in America, but made through a commission-type process where American companies out of the North would send illustrations to the Japanese companies to have these things made. And then they would export them back into this country. One of the myths in black memorabilia is that a lot of these stereotype toys were made by the Japanese. Yes, made by the Japanese, but remember that they were made for export only by American companies. There are many, many types of wind-up toys that came out of Germany during the early 1900s, the late 1800s, that are very, very collectible and very prized.
Dance and music provided by such groups as the Oasis Band, the Indonesian Dance Society, and dances provided by the Embassy of the Philippines. Food was donated by area ethnic restaurants and many embassies to give those in attendance a taste of different cultures. Information on different cultures was given through exhibits by many embassies and cultural organizations.
Today, we're here to celebrate the Human Rights Act of 1977 and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights of 1948. We started our day out with an anti-bigotry conference to look at ways to strategize and combat hate violence here in the district. The second part of the day dealt with human rights. And certainly Washington, D.C. has a diverse cultural and ethnic population, and so we had over 20 embassies of various cultural foods. In addition to that, we had international entertainment, music and dancing. We had storytelling, arts and crafts of various cultures for the children that were here. I hope you were here to join us today. And if you wish additional information on the activities that the Department of Human Rights and Minority Business Development are involved in, please feel free to call us at 939-8780.